Hi, today I will be discussing sustainability and how Creamfields can improve on their sustainability model. I will also be discussing the climate crisis and the importance on society doing work towards making a greener planet. I will suggest ways that Creamfields can become a more sustainable business and show ways that other businesses have made their event more sustainable. Archer 2010 shows that from 1970 to now the temperature of the globe has increased by an entire degree Celsius. This is quite significant, and it is estimated that within the next 30 years the sea level will rise indefinitely, with some smaller countries being fully submerged, according to Glassy 2014. This shows we need to act together to make change. Derayek 2002 states that in 1975 the world's fishing fleet released 159,000 tonnes of plastic in the ocean. The plastic in the ocean is increasing massively alongside the production of plastic. It is killing all the wildlife in our oceans. The world's oceans are 71% of our world, which is why it is so important that we look after it. NAFTA 2009 describes a black swan event as something with a major effect that people do not expect. Although most people believe in global warming, ex-US President Trump regularly made Americans believe it was not real. It is essential people believe in it, otherwise we can't make change, and global warming will become the most dangerous black swan we have ever seen. SEDAR 2016 states that a black jellyfish is something that we think we know, that turns out to be more complex than we originally thought. Global warming is something we think we understand, but it is very complex, as there are many things we still do not know. We need to put more research and investment into this as a planet to discover things that could help us and avoid global warming becoming a black jellyfish. The black elephant applies most to the climate crisis. This is something everyone knows about but no one wants to address. This applies to the climate crisis as everyone knows about it, but not much has changed. Businesses have become overwhelmed by greed and power that they ruin the environment with no second thought, like oil companies that keep spilling oil in the oceans. There will be a way to avoid this, but they are too caught up in their bank balances instead of making a change. Pirani 2016 states that the food waste from the events industry is quite substantial. Creamfields offers a variety of food vendors, and at the end of the day, any food not eaten will be thrown away. Food waste alone makes up for 10% of greenhouse gases in the world. Another alternative should be determined and used to avoid any food waste at the festival. All the food not eaten each day at Creamfields should be collected at the end of the night, and instead of throwing it away, it should be taken to a homeless shelter. This avoids all food waste, which is good for the climate. However, this is also good for the community and helps the less fortunate. This simple and easy idea would kill two birds with one stone by helping the community and lowering the food waste in the process. Van Wee 1994 highlights the impact of cars' emissions on the environment. 30% of global carbon issues comes from transport, 72% of that coming from road travel. Creamfields has a capacity of 80,000, which means there will be a lot of unnecessary travel, which is bad for the environment. Creamfields needs to determine a way to change this and put the method in action. Creamfields is in Cheshire, which is far for a lot of people. To avoid unnecessary travel, they should do a shuttle bus system. Attendees can pay for a shuttle bus pass. The buses will pick people up from major cities nearby and take attendees to the festival. Everyone being in the same vehicle instead of using their own would be great for the environment. The buses will run all week and weekend if needed. Henderson 2014 discusses festival goers leaving their tents and the impact of this. They see a huge waste of materials just to be thrown away. Creamfields throw away tents not brought home. This is unnecessary as there are many things the festival could change that would positively impact the environment. There are two main ways I have identified as a solution for this. Firstly, Creamfields could offer a scheme to festival goers where if they can prove they brought back their tent, they can get a tent pass and get a discount on tickets for next year. If people still decide to leave their tents, then the festival could collect all of them and give them to homeless people. Instead of wasting these materials, the tents could be used to help the less. Coldplay are a shining example of what can be done to host an event that is sustainable. Their new tour is fully sustainable, and some of the ideas they've used are influential and could shape the events industry for years to come. This is living proof that it can be done with the right ideas and execution. They have thought of every minor detail that could even slightly affect the environment and thought of a solution. They set themselves a target of reducing carbon output by 50%. They have reduced waste by reusing things for each show. They will be using plant-based foods, and whatever is left will be given to a food bank. The show will be energised with a completely renewable energy using BMW batteries and kinetic movement, so the fans' movement also powers it. These are just some of the ideas that we have taken in an endless list of innovative ideas. Stable 2016 refers to a circular economy as where manufacturers make something that is reusable, and if it is electrical they will make it easy to fix. Raw materials will also be reused. For instance, any plastic used can be recycled and turned into something new. An example of this is the football club Tottenham that have made their new football shirt out. Further 2010 details greenwashing is when a company creates an eco-friendly product to create a good brand image. An example of this is a shower gel company only using natural ingredients and not doing animal testing. This means that they can overprice the product without backlash from the consumers. This is due to them thinking that increased prices because of the natural ingredients when the costs are similar. COP26 was a conference held by the world leaders. Smith 2021 states that the aim was to create plans for the future with the intention of making the world more sustainable. It was held in Glasgow and initially people all over the world were hopeful that change was imminent. However, due to lack of planning, the event received huge backlash from all people all over the world. COP26 got loads of attention for all the wrong reasons. 118 private jets were used by the world leaders to get to COP26, which created a huge backlash in the press as the unnecessary travel went against the entire aims and objectives of the seminar. Protesters were out in numbers against the conference to not let them forget the mistakes they had made. This is a clear example of what can happen if sustainability guidelines aren't carried out. It can leave your event's reputation in tatters. In conclusion, sustainability has become a hot topic lately. It is important businesses try their hardest to work towards a greener earth. It creates a good brand image and avoids backlash from the masses. COP26 should be a shining example of what happens when sustainability is neglected. The world will not let you forget about it. These recommendations would avoid this ever happening with Creamfields and will help them having a prosperous future.